Hi guys, and as usual, welcome to another kit review. So as you can see by today's subject, we're looking at a kit from Zvezda, and it is Zvezda's Soviet motorcycle M-72 with an 82mm mortar. The kit number for this one is 3651, and it came out in 2012. Now it has been issued by Zvezda in another couple of forms. Came out originally in 2011, which supposedly was a new tool, and it was just a M-72 motorcycle Sidecar and Crew, and then it was re-released again in 2021 under the same number. So this one is available out there in different formats. You do get the two figures, the mortar and the motorcycle and sidecar combination. Now, as you can see, the mortar can be shown freestanding or mounted in the sidecar for firing, but I don't think that would be practical. It definitely wouldn't be accurate, although as far as getting away quickly from the scene of the crime, yeah, that would work. So normally what would happen is the crew would turn up on the bike, offload the mortar, fire a few rounds off the mortar, put it all back in again and disappear. So this is just an interesting little kit that I picked up. It does say $17 on there. I didn't pay $17 for it. I actually believe I paid around $10 for this one, just out of curiosity, because I've never actually seen a Russian Soviet motorcycle before around the traps. So let's have a look at the rest of the box. A couple more kits from Zvezda, of course. On the other side, where it's made, a few other details. On the back, they actually have, and this is 3D CAD pictures of the motorcycle combination. So yes, the option is to have the mortar by itself. So you could just have a little mini diorama with just the mortar crew, or you could have it just like they show here, with the mortar crew right behind the bike itself. All right, so that's the box. Let's have a look and see what I got for my money. And now this was a second-hand kit, so I'm not sure if the packaging is original. Although it's stapled together, I have a feeling it's not. So that would be interesting. And let's tear it open, as I definitely don't think this is original Zvezda packaging. That's why I picked it up so cheap. And what you get in here is 3 sprues, a loose figure, the instructions, and a few more loose bits and pieces. So let me just tidy all this up, and then we'll have a look at the instructions themselves. Right, so let's have a look at the instructions. So it does have warnings in various languages. The actual history of the M72 is in some basic English and of course Russian. Overleaf, you've got your sprue layouts. So you do have 3 sprues. So it is quite a detailed little kit. These are all the engine parts. So it does have nicely detailed engine with all the pipes and fittings, etc. going on there. Then you get to put the frame, petrol tank, etc. together. So it is probably more of a complex build than most 35th scale motorcycles. This is the 2 frame sides and the front forks. There's the engine going in. That's the petrol tank and the back mudguard going on. Curiously, the wheels themselves, the wheels and tyres, are actually 2-part, so that would be an interesting thing to look at. This is the sidecar frame with its suspension. As you can see, you've got a sidecar wheel, and front and back for the motorcycle wheel as well. Then you've got your exhaust pipes going on, center stand, and it shows you here you have to spread the frame slightly to fit the back wheel in. That's the front wheel. That's the frame for the sidecar and seats, etc., going onto the motorcycle itself. Then you've got your sidecar, and it's, I guess you could call it a sidecar. It's more the transport box for the mortar, but that's basically what it is. Sidecar. These are mortar round shell cases going in. That looks like a cleaning rod for the 82mm mortar. Then that box gets fitted onto the frame. Then you have your mortar going together. That's a fairly simple, straightforward. So version 1 with the legs spread out, and version 2 with it sitting in the back of the box with the legs actually narrower. So that would be in itself an interesting little diorama display. I do like that idea. That's very interesting, that one. And then you get to put your figures together, so you do get the 2 figures. And this guy here looks like he's got the mortar round plus a rifle on his back. And this just shows you how to set them up. You do get a box of spare mortar rounds, and then you come to painting. So the instructions are in Russian and English, which is good. Model master colors, and it does just give you basics: aluminium engine, what color the motorcycle and the mortar are is dark green, so Russian green, probably the same as you would paint any Russian vehicle or Russian tank. All right, so that's the instructions. There are no decals for this particular motorcycle. All right, so let me clear the deck and then we'll have a look at the sprues. So let's have a look at the sprues, and we'll get rid of these two and we'll look at this one first. So this is the really nice one. As you can see, these are the wheels, 2 halves of the frame, mudguard, 2 halves of the petrol tank, front forks, and other fittings and seats, etc. for the motorcycle. So let's have a look at these wheels. Really beautiful detail. Nice detail on these wheels. I love the spokes. The spokes are so fine. That's the other side. So they will fit together. There are pins and holes, so they'll fit together really nicely. Yes, that is supposed to be like that with that missing part of the frame. Very fine detailing. It will take a lot of care to get these frames off without breaking them, and especially some of the other smaller parts. They're very fine, but I do like that. Front forks, really nice detail. That's one of the springs for the sidecar. There's your seats, but really nice detail. Very sharp detail on the petrol tank. But overall, I'm impressed with this. It's really sharp, not much flash on it. Probably have to work on the tyres once the 2 halves are together to flatten them down a bit, because I can see a bit of a ridge line there. But apart from that, I do like the fact that they've done this, which will give you a really nice spoke pattern on this motorcycle. So that's really nicely done. So I'll give you some shots of this. And the next sprue out is this one. So this is your exhaust pipes. Handlebars, this is the frame for the sidecar. Mud guards, of course. And grab handle and parts for the engine. Really nicely done. So let's have a look at those exhaust pipes. Beautifully fine. There's no way that you could be able to open up these exhaust pipes, by the way, because they're flat on the end. But look at how fine they are. Really, really fine detail, even to the support brackets for the mudguards. So it will be an interesting challenge to get these things off without breaking them. But that's the frame for the sidecar. There are your handlebars, other fittings, etc. And that is your engine and parts. So really nicely done. Very fine. Some of it looks very fragile, but I think this is a nicely detailed. As I said, this has a really nicely detailed engine on this 35th scale motorcycle. So the last row is this particular one. Now this is your, this is your sidecar, and both figures. So this guy has come loose, or one of his legs has come loose, and the other guy's leg has come loose. And these two parts I have here, put them up there for now. These two parts belong down in here. They are parts for the sidecar itself. Really nice detail. I do like the base of the mortar. You do get a short Mosin-Nagant, and I can see that even the faces are quite nicely done. So let's have a closer look, shall we? We'll leave him, those bits and pieces, down there for now. So there is the base of the mortar. Right, that's nice detail. There is your short Mosin-Nagant, a couple of ammo pouches. Let's get this guy's face up here if I can. I like the face. They're really nicely done faces, actually. Two helmets for your crew. This is the sides of the sidecar. Not much to see in the inside of it, because you do get the other parts to go in. These are your optional supports for the mortar. So that's when it's freestanding. That is when it's mounted in the back of the sidecar. See if I can get this guy's face for you to see him. Not sure how that's going to come out, but that's really nicely done. All very finely done. And there isn't much of a cleanup on the mold lines for the figures, which I do like. These are extra ammo cases for the mortar rounds. As you can see, mortar rounds and an open case for those. That's the base. That's the base of the mortar. Sorry that was out of shot, but that's the base. Have a look at the detail on that. That is really superbly done. So Zvezda has impressed me with this. It is very fine detail. That, by the way, is the cleaning rod for the mortar. Very fine detail, but it's beautifully done. It's very sharp and not much cleanup that I can see along the mold lines. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes together. And that brings us to the end of this review. So that is Zvezda's Soviet motorcycle, M-72, with the 82mm mortar, kit number 3651. It came out in 2012, and I must say, I am actually impressed with the detail in this kit. It's only a 1/35 scale motorcycle and sidecar combination, but the amount of parts in this is quite impressive when you look at the more simplified kits like Tamiya's motorcycles and things like that. So really nice. And yeah, if you can pick one of these up, I think you'll be impressed with it. So I am looking forward to putting this one together. Anyway, guys, as I said, that brings us to the end of this one. Hope you got something from it. I know I did. I am impressed with this kit. And as usual, I'd just like to say thank you for your subscriptions and your likes and your comments. They are always appreciated. Anytime you've got a question about anything, even if it's a video I put out 2 years ago, pop me a line. I'll see if I can answer your query for you. And since it is the end of the video, as usual, guys, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you later.